It's the Bobby Bundoran Show with our host, Bobby Bundoran. Well, thank you and welcome to the show. Georgie, how was your weekend? Oh, just hung around the house mostly. Well, you're certainly a man of mystery and adventure. You're a pip, George, you're a pip. Well, it's time to bring out my first guest. Please give a warm welcome to our friend, Mike Rimar. Welcome to the show, Mike, and I heard you had a busy month.
Well, thanks for having me on, Bobby. And yeah, November was a pretty busy month for me personally. As you know, World Fantasy Convention was in Washington, and had good fortune to go.
World Fantasy, did you go to a lot of panels, see a lot of writers, learn stuff?
Well, no, I didn't actually go to any panels. I spent the time as a tourist touring Washington, D.C., which was something I've always wanted to do.
You paid for a convention you didn't attend?
Yeah, it cost me money, but I like to think of it as if I didn't go, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have had the incentive to go in the first place. Anyway, I took some pictures and happy to share them with you.
There's the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Monument in the distance. And again, there's the man himself, and even closer. And here we have Grant's tomb and the Capitol buildings. Unfortunately, it was under renovation, so we couldn't see the dome. And, of course, the White House. Now, this is interesting. It's a preserved specimen of a giant squid. Now, just look how long this thing is from head to toe. Well, tentacle. And this was in Washington. Yeah, Bobby, it was at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. Also at the Smithsonian are the jaws of the megalodon, which was a prehistoric shark. I think I've seen those teeth before on the kisser of my ex-wife. What do you think, George C? And we'll pause now with a message from our sponsor. And we're back. Tell us, Mike, what else did you do this month?
Well, the following week was the Inspired Toronto Book Fair. The first year of the book fair. I never heard anything about it until then, but I saw some posts on Facebook, and I thought, what the hell? Well, I'm going to go. The price was right. Reminded me of the Book Expo, which I always like going to, and sounded like something Toronto needed in the publishing industry. And I took some pictures there. I went with my colleague and fellow writing group member, Stopwatch Gang member, Tony Pye, and here's some more pictures.
There's Tony Pye standing in front of the Inspire sign. There's Brett Savory and his lovely wife Sandra Custeri of Cheesing Press. Bundoran Press authors Andrew Barton and Matthew Johnson. And a curiously disembodied head. And here is the ever-effervescent Julie Chernay. Again, Tony Pye, this time with Janice Schultz of Peg Publishing. And here's Canadian astronaut Colonel Chris Hadfield's son in his latest book, Stephanie Bedwell-Grime and Douglas Smith at the SIFWA booth.
Also, I got footage of William Gibson and Margaret Atwood answering questions in an interview public forum, and our own Matthew Johnson giving a book reading.
Really, in many ways, you could say the same thing of fiction. If you look at the content of the fiction being sold in an airport bookstore, a lot of it is pretty low-ball, fine stuff. Like it's pulp fiction, and a lot of video games are pulp video games. So Flynn is Flynn is reacting to that, but she's also reacting to the extremely high resolution of these shooters she plays. And her brother has post-traumatic stress disorders from his wartime experience. And Flynn, apparently, although she's never diagnosed in the book, Flynn seems to have post-traumatic stress disorder as well from having to earn her living playing these shooters.
So that, and also I'm doing the Future Library project, in which I'll write a book that will not be opened and read for 100 years. So that's about it, saying there will be people, there will be books, people will still be reading the books. Isn't that good? And then we'll still be in Oslo, Norway, where all of this is taking place. So you can find that futurelibrary.no for Norway. So personally, of course, I'm optimistic.
The ultrasound was already gone, replaced by a snapshot of that trip to Algonquin Park they'd never taken. We really, really wanted to have you, Heather. You need to know that. So we went to, you know, that machine in the kitchen that makes sure you have a lunch, even if we forget to make you one? Heather nodded, not understanding. You always forget, she said. Yes, I know, honey. Jen took a breath, plowed on. Well, when we decided we wanted to have a little girl, we went to someone who had a big one of those machines. Big enough so that instead of making sure you had a lunch, it made sure we had you.
Well, that was fascinating, Mike. Thank you for being on my show.
Well, thank you very much.
That's all the time we have. I'm Bobby Bundoran. Please come back, and remember, keep well and keep reading.